everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. Make sure you follow the show on Twitter at Wrong Wrestling and watch the show at youtube.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Bizzano, along with the only guy that thinks the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view is a great name, Josh Reese. What's going on?
What is up, Wrong Wrestling Universe? How are we all doing today? I don't know. Well, for people who are only listening to the audio version of this podcast, you cannot see how glorious I look right now. I feel probably how Bobby Roode feels every single day of his life. I feel amazing. I feel somehow stronger. I feel like I can jump higher. I feel like I could send Oni Lorcan to the hospital right now.
Well, most people could probably do that. But that's
beautiful.
You're holding my NXT pay-per-view prediction championship belt.
I'm sorry, sir. Now that we have this belt, now it's for real. Now it counts.
Well, but it's still mine. I'm still the champion right now.
You're not the champion.
I am. Who won the last one? Who won all of them?
You have only won because I have not been giving 110%.
Percent?
Sir.
On. Give it back. Give it back.
No.
Come on. You can get it back if you win.
No.
You can get it if you win. It's my belt. you Jinder Mahal'd me.
No!
Can't believe you did that to me. You're not champion. You're too brown to be champion.
That hurts my feelings way too much.
This is as close as you're ever going to get. What the hell are you wearing? Dyslexia is a disability?
It is.
Yeah, I think we know that.
Well,
Are people making fun of you for it?
No,
You're Mara Ronaldoing and Jinder Mahaling at the same time?
I have come to notice and understand.
Hold on, let me put my belt on, okay? Thank you.
I'm the champion. I'm just letting you have my belt.
In your mind, sure.
I've come to understand that this podcast is a vehicle, and this vehicle travels through the universe, and everyone can understand. And I am here to help bring awareness to dyslexia. I think there's a lot of people out there that think that people who have dyslexia are just dumb or just don't try hard. But no, it really is a disability. We really have a hard problem reading. We have a hard problem spelling. Mm-hmm. And it's difficult for us. It's an actual disability. It's a learning disability. And I am here to help bring awareness to the fact that we are smart people. We deserve the same amount of respect as normal people who can write and read. So yes, I'm here, loud and proud. I'm dyslexic.
I don't know what's going on right now.
100% sure.
Do not know what's going on right now.
100% sure. 100% true. Dyslexia is a disability.
If that's your thing, fine. Yeah. I'll let you do it.
Thank you.
I just want to make, my public service announcement as well. Just to let everyone know.
Sure.
You see, the thing is, Italian people love bread. We just love bread.
I can see.
So if you invite us over for dinner, just make sure you have good bread, okay?
I feel like you're making light of my dyslexia as a disability.
No. This is important too. It's very important.
Okay.
If you invite an Italian over, make sure you have bread and butter. It has to be good Italian bread.
French bread? Or no, not French bread.
French bread's fine. Yeah, it's not the best, but if you have some Italian bread, that'd be nice too.
What is an Italian bread?
Just go to the store and buy the bread that says Italian bread.
I've never seen Italian bread before, Andrew. I've only seen French bread.
Oh yeah, you don't eat bread. Okay, cool.
What is an Italian bread?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's because you can't read which one says French and Italian.
That's fucked up. We just spent the opening segment of this podcast talking about the trials and tribulations of dyslexic people, and now you have to rail on all of my people.
But how can
it's messed up?
How can anyone take you seriously with that sign taped to your shirt?
What else am I going to do?
It's like you're making a mockery out of yourself.
Look, listen.
Hey,
what else am I going to do, Andrew?
If a company paid you to shut up about dyslexia, would you take it like Ronaldo and then shut up about dyslexia?
No, it's not. It's on my Twitter handle too. Oh, is it still there? I think it's still there.
Your Twitter handle's Mr. Joshua.
No, not my Twitter handle, but my Twitter profile, my bio.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It's also on your Tinder. I don't know why you're trying to get a date by telling them I'm dyslexic. Well, that's like you might as well be like, I also poop a lot.
Well, I want them to know, in case we go to like a fancy restaurant and I can't understand what the words are in the menu. That way they might have to read the menu for me.
So just give them low expectations from the beginning.
Exactly, yeah. That way it only can go up. It can't get worse.
Well, he can't read, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something else about him.
Unfortunately, I don't know if you know this, but dyslexia is hereditary. So that is something that I will eventually pass down to my children, their children to their children, and so on and so forth. I got it from my dad, and who knows where he got it from.
So it's unavoidable?
It's unavoidable, yeah. Man. It's awful. It's awful.
That's too bad.
I wouldn't wish it on anybody, seriously. If you're out there and you have dyslexia, my heart goes out to you. It's a brutal life. You have no idea how many times I have to hear from people like, "Oh, you meant to spell something else?" Fuck you, dude. I'm trying my best out there.
But that's anyone on Twitter.
Trying my best out there.
But that's anyone on Twitter. If you make a mistake, if you're doing it on your phone, you're gonna make some Twitter mistakes.
That too.
Everyone does that.
And like, I've come to stop reading like people that comment on stories that I write and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, didn't you mean to spell something else there, sport or whatever? Fuck you, dude.
Sport.
I'm trying my hardest.
All right, relax. It's fine. You got to ignore the Twitter trolls.
Yeah, they're out there.
Because you're one yourself.
They're out there in full force.
Just remember, you are a Twitter troll yourself,
I'm
Josh.
not a troll.
You're a troll.
I live
being
life.
a troll yourself, you should know to not pay attention to the trolls.
No.
I got to reset these cameras.
I now know now.
Because they're being a little choppy.
They're being choppy.
Hold on. And you're still not back. Hold on. Let's try this again. And we're back. Okay, good. Let me reset this one as well.
Wait. So this whole time, did no one see my message about
see
dyslexia?
you. It's just a little choppy. That's all.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
A little choppy. Sometimes
seriously.
It happens,
If you're out there and dyslexic, my heart goes out to you, and keep fighting the good fight, brother, sister.
Well, this isn't the What's Wrong with Dyslexia podcast, Josh. This is the What's Wrong with Wrestling podcast, and this is the NXT recap show. So can we get to it, please?
We can.
Or do you have something else you want to talk about?
Yeah.
There's something else on the other side? Oh, my gosh. Be a good human?
Yes. You know what?
What are you doing?
Because I've come to learn.
You can't get the other camera back on.
There's a lot of people out there that are just shitty humans. And if everyone was just a little bit better of a person out there, the world would be so much better. Don't throw garbage on the ground. Pick up your own trash. Open a door for somebody else every once in a while. Pay for someone else's meal if you have the money.
Okay,
There's
nice.
so many different things you can do to be a better human.
There's not another one, right?
And yes.
No, there's not.
No. I just, like I said, we have this platform, and I think that we should make awareness of different things in our society.
We do make awareness of what's wrong with wrestling every day.
Yeah.
Every time we do the show. So
I have no more.
All right. What are you going to do with that stuff?
Oh, I'll throw it away.
You're just going to throw it on the ground?
Yeah.
You just said be a better human. You're going to throw it on the ground?
I'll pick it up when I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Now I've got all this tape on me.
Gosh. All right. We got to start the NXT recap, please. This
Sure.
is getting out of hand. So NXT starts with Nikki Cross. Enough already with the fucking tape.
Go on.
Well, what? Oh, what? Darth Vader needs love too? Was that your next political statement with your fucking Darth Vader shirt? So Nikki Cross comes out. She walks up to Dasha Fuentes, who is sitting ringside, and she bends over to call out Ruby Riott on the mic that Dana's holding. So she's holding it right here, and she bends over like she's gonna suck on the mic, but really she just calls out Ruby Riott.
I will say that I did find like the entrance and the surprise and the reaction from the commentators on it too. She jumps into the ring all mysterious, like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. And then she was all being creepy and weird. This is the first time I actually believed her in her weirdness, if that makes sense.
All right. Well, let's see what happens next.
Sure.
So Ruby eventually comes out. They both slowly get in the ring and just stare at each other like they're about to kiss.
It was creepy.
And even this results in the crowd chanting, "Kiss!" Like 500 people like, "Kiss!" Because I'll admit, that's what I was thinking too. Like they're slowly walking up to each other like, and it's like, oh, okay, they're about to make out. I just don't, what's with all the like lesbian hints on NXT? It's like NXT's like the lesbian show where all the female athletes just act all lesbian with each other.
Yeah.
like Peyton Royce, Billy Kay.
Well, that's how you get people into the product, I guess.
I guess so. They can't do that on Raw or SmackDown anymore because it's PG.
Yeah.
But I guess NXT doesn't have a rating.
This is Triple H's show, after all.
It is, and he does love his lesbians. We all know that. I guess. I don't know. So Nikki then attacks Ruby Riott. They brawl outside the ring until security eventually separates them. But once again, these like 6'4" security guards are having trouble separating these 5'0" women.
Right.
It's just stupid. It's not convincing. The brawl itself was not, very good.
No, she's jumping off from the steps. It's kind of weird.
The steel steps.
Yeah, very strange. The thing I don't understand is later on, and I'm sure I know we'll get to it, but later on you have the security guards. They're actually like, one guy has each arm and they're carrying her out. They're actually carrying her out. Like, why couldn't you do that before?
I don't know.
Instead, you have like two guys like, no, like, okay, she slipped out of me.
Right. She's just so slippery. So later in the show, William Regal announces that. Yeah, William Regal announces that they're going to have a match because of this brawl. So we go backstage, and Bobby Roode is being interviewed, and he says, Hideo cheap shot him last week. He's a coward. And if he wants a shot at his NXT championship, then he's going to have to earn that glorious opportunity. Oh, like a number one contender match?
Like a squash match?
No, not a squash match. Like he'll fight someone else in NXT. That's
but who would be a heel that he would fight?
Almas?
Almas.
Yeah.
But he keeps on losing.
He does. Well, sure, but someone like Almas.
Yeah.
Remember last time, when Bobby Roode became the number one contender, he won a fatal 4-way elimination match.
Yeah.
But this is what Raw and SmackDown don't do. On Raw and SmackDown, the number one contender match is
with the champion.
What? Which makes no sense. You have to beat the champ for the right to face the champ for the title, which results in overkill. And by the time the title's on the line, we've already seen them fight multiple times.
Yeah.
This is why NXT is great. Because Rude and Hideo Itami will not have a match for the fucking title
until the pay-per-view.
Until TakeOver. They won't have a match. They'll barely even touch each other until TakeOver. I know he hit him with the go to sleep, but
he definitely won't get hit with another go to sleep, though.
Yeah, that was one little thing. Like that's fine.
Yeah,
that's what Raw and SmackDown used to do. They used to not fight until the end. Like when Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold fought at WrestleMania a long time ago, they didn't have a match. They didn't have 3 matches or 4 matches before that. They didn't.
Well,
they fought a little bit in the ring, like they had a little brawl, but that was it. That's what they used to do, and that made it more special when they finally fought in the ring for the first time.
Well, I will say this is why I think people are really excited about Kevin Owens and AJ Styles, because they have not fought, and they will not fight until the pay-per-view.
Right. Well, they fought a little bit at the Survivor Series, right?
Well,
but still, that was long enough.
Yeah, and they're not having a one-on-one match, though.
That didn't last long.
Yeah. And it's not like Owens is like, you have to beat me to get a shot at me again.
God, hopefully they don't do that shit.
Hopefully they don't. But it doesn't seem like they're going that way. Although I really hope the feud with Baron Corbin doesn't continue for a few more weeks.
Jesus.
So I don't know. I'm at odds right there. But right now it doesn't seem like they're going in that direction.
Yeah.
Which makes that fight kind of special.
Of course, it's always going to be special when we've never seen the guys before fight.
Yeah.
That's what makes it great. And that's what NXT does well. That's why pay-per-view buys are so low. This is why they had to go to the network they had to do the WWE network in the first place, because pay-per-view buys were low. And they're low because we've already seen these matches on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Look at Payback for Sunday. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. How many times have we seen that match?
Yeah, plenty.
I'm going to say 5. We've seen it on Raw multiple times. Fastlane.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens. Okay, that's a rematch from WrestleMania. Fine. But we've seen that. Luke Gallows versus Carl Anderson. We've seen that 100 times.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What's the we've seen the tag match. What else?
No,
we've seen Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. Okay, fine. It's a House of Horrors stipulation that no one is excited for.
No.
Because it's going to be in a fucking house or something stupid like that. Oh, a match in a house. Welcome to my childhood. I don't know.
Maybe we'll finally be able to see Sister Abigail. Well, no, he murdered. Well, I don't
She
know.
has to. No, because they always said Kane was dead, and he turned out not to be dead. That's the whole point of doing the Sister Abigail thing. She has to be alive.
Oh.
You know, someone has to play her.
Oh, so you're expecting a little Sister Abigail action, huh?
Oh, you mean for payback?
Mhm.
No, not necessarily, but at some point it has to pay off. At
Well,
some
definitely.
point it has to pay off.
Definitely.
I mean, Undertaker was started in WWE. They didn't do Kane. They waited for a long time.
Yeah, well, he was other people before that, right? Like a dentist.
Yeah,
and
but I
other
mean the
stuff.
storyline of, you know, you have a brother that you thought was dead, but he's alive. So, you know.
Yeah.
So, anyways, next up we have Andrade Cien Almas versus Drew McIntyre. And this is very interesting.
It happened. What you wanted to happen.
So at the
happened.
start of the match, Drew McIntyre throws Almas to the ropes. Almas does his usual spot where he catches himself on the ropes, but then McIntyre kicks Almas off the ropes and he falls outside the ring.
Right. And Andrews,
you.
what was your first reaction when you said that? You're like, God damn it, they stole another idea.
Well, I was just like, well, I'm pretty sure they filmed this episode before
Oh,
we even
yeah,
recorded last week, you know? But I was like, thank you. At least they finally had a good idea. Like, you know what I
Right?
mean? Like, yeah, so that was good. I'm glad they did that. That was good. And it's good to do it with McIntyre. So, but surprisingly, though, this was a very short match. McIntyre got the win in just 5 minutes.
And it wasn't even with like a finisher. It was just kind of weird how the match ended.
It's his finisher. That's his finisher.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's like
that's not
sweet
rough.
chin music. It's sweet chin music, but instead it's a big boot, not a.
What is up with all these lame finishers right now? Rollins with the knee, this guy with the weird boots.
I mean, it's just Shawn Michaels' move, but it's just with a big boot.
Interesting.
Instead of a super kick.
I just thought it was just like a regular
Everyone
kick.
fucking loves Shawn Michaels, man. Everyone does a super kick. I mean, this is a version of the super kick. It's a version of sweet chin music.
Well, I mean,
because
like
he stomps on the corner. That's Shawn Michaels' thing.
Well, I mean, like Dolph does it, but that's Dolph's like setup.
No, that's his finisher now.
That's
his finisher now. He hasn't done zigzag for the win in a while. He beat The Miz for the IC title with a super kick. Whenever he wins, which is not often, he wins with a super kick now.
Interesting.
He just said one day he was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna do," because he does sweet chin music. That's his finisher, sweet chin music. The stomps in the corner and then a super kick.
Yeah,
but he never hits it.
No.
He never wins. But yeah, he gets the win in just 5 minutes on Almas, which is weird because Almas is a legit wrestler. He's been like a legit heel this whole time.
Well, I think this kind of goes to the fact that maybe they're portraying Almas as this guy who really doesn't care about anything. Yeah.
So yeah, let's get to that part. So after the match, we see Almas leaving the building with 4 women waiting for him at a car, and then that new hot reporter that I forgot her name runs up and she's like, "Oh, Almas, what did you think about your loss to Drew McIntyre?" And he's just like, "You want to come? You want to come have a 5-way with us?" Like,
get in the van.
Yeah, that's what he did. He's like, "Come on, get in. We'll have a big orgy. Come on." What the fuck?
Yeah.
He just keeps asking her to get in the van.
Get in
with the other 5 girls,
get in?
or the other 4 girls.
Fuck you! I'll go fuck these bitches.
Oh, hey, I guess we're going to. Have a 5-way, not a 6-way.
I mean, 5 is still better than 1.
What the hell? And who are these women that want him so bad? He's not even a good-looking guy.
Well, he's Hispanic. All Hispanics.
But to portray him as this guy that gets a lot of women, he's an ugly guy, right? I mean, like, I'm just speaking. Obviously, I can't speak for females or gay men, but like, he doesn't look like a handsome guy.
I think he looks very handsome. You see the hair and everything. He looks great.
Ignore the fucking hair, Josh. Look at his face. Is he a handsome guy?
Well, I mean, yeah, he's aight.
I don't know. I just don't see it.
You should ask Claudia next time.
No, there's no way. She's not attracted to Hispanic men. That's why she's with me.
Well, Italians are the Hispanic people of Europe.
No, well, that would be Spanish people, right?
Oh, yeah.
Probably. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Almas.
Yeah,
see,
definitely strange.
That kind of makes me think Hideo can't beat Almas to be a number 1 contender, because why would Almas even deserve to be in a number 1 contender match? You know?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, who else is a heel that would be exciting?
But they haven't mentioned who he's going to fight yet to be a number 1 contender, so I don't know. Maybe he'll fight another face.
They didn't mention it in the WWE recap. I thought they might.
The match or just the number one contender match?
No, like why Almas was being such a
why is he
punk
such
bitch.
a partier?
Right.
Are they just trying to say all Hispanics love to party and sleep with 4 women at a time? Is that the?
I thought they might.
That's a pretty good stereotype, really. Well, I mean,
it's one that I would enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So next up, we watch a video package about Roderick Strong and his horrible childhood.
Right.
Horrible childhood. Holy shit!
No wonder fucking horrible after that. So sorry for him.
At least we know why. Like, he remember when he said he used to be one of those guys in Sanity. I guess we know why.
Yeah, he wasn't kidding.
He had some shitty parents. Both of his parents were drug addicts and alcohol addicts.
And his mom shot his dad.
His mom shot his dad in the chest one night with a gun. Not a Nerf gun, with a gun. And he lived.
Yeah.
His dad lived.
Right. And then they're still together?
No, they're not together.
No, because in the video package afterwards, you saw his dad wrestling in the backyard.
Yeah, but I guess that was all before that, maybe, or
I don't know. It was kind of confusing how they edited it together.
Who knows? Yeah,
but that's a fucked up.
Here's
childhood.
the craziest thing: whether they're together or not is whatever. No, because then he goes back to the. By the way, his mom still lives in the same trailer that she shot her ex-husband in.
I'd want to move.
You would definitely move. Like, how the horrible memories. They're going to haunt you for the rest of your life. Oh, there's a living room where I shot him in the chest. You go there every day.
She probably doesn't remember.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's awful.
And don't you think, because then he walks by this empty wall, and there's just one little fucking frame of him in a, like a picture of him in the ring. You think they just put that there for this video?
Maybe
it seemed like very random that it was just there. There's a whole empty wall, and there's this little picture right there.
I'm hoping it's just property that he owns, and that he just put that there or something like that. I like you. I'm hoping his mom really does not live there.
Oh my God,
because that would be so weird.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. He hasn't made big time yet. He's in NXT, so I guess he's probably makes more money in NXT than he did in the Indies, I'm guessing.
Still, but why can't you buy a trailer across the street?
Well, maybe when he gets to the main roster, he'll buy her a better trailer.
Well, who knows? I mean, when you get to the main roster, you're able to afford more things. Heath Slater was able to afford an above-ground pool, right?
That's true. Yeah. And it's just weird because they're building up Roderick Strong, but then he doesn't wrestle ever. He never fucking wrestles.
And he's not going to wrestle next week either, apparently.
No, he never wrestles. So what are you doing? Like,
no.
He's not going to be the next NXT champion. You have Drew McIntyre and Aleister Black, who are both clearly the ones that are popular, and one of them is going to be the next NXT champion.
No, yeah, seriously.
Right now, I think I'm leaning more towards Black.
Like, since we've been doing these NXT recaps,
yeah,
I feel like we might have seen Roderick Strong maybe 5 times.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And most of that's just a tag against Sanity.
Yeah. But like, since Aleister Black and Drew McIntyre have come, we've seen them nearly every single week.
Yeah.
That is kind of crazy. And like when they just had Roderick Strong,
he's just a guy. Like there's nothing special about him.
But when they got him, they were like, "Oh, we got Roderick Strong now." Yeah.
Well, he was Austin Aries. He debuted as Austin Aries.
The tag team partner.
Yeah.
And then Aries got fucked up, and then he had to go solo.
But Austin Aries, he doesn't have a gimmick. There's no gimmick. He's just a guy. He's a guy. Like No Way Jose dances. Bobby Roode's a douchebag. The whole glorious thing. Aleister Black's like this goth guy. Drew McIntyre's just this big motherfucker who's badass all of a sudden. Roderick Strong's just like, hey, I'm ready to wrestle. Like, there's no gimmick there. Give him a gimmick.
Maybe he's going to be like the new Ty Dillinger.
But even that, he has no gimmick.
Like,
he's like generic wrestler. If you made a wrestler in WWE on the video game, you just make a guy generic. Like, he's just generic wrestler. Like, that's where you start. Now it's time to put some clothes on and give him an attitude. But no, he's just a generic wrestler.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, when he first came out and debuted, like, they wanted him to be this really great guy or whatever, but it never seemed like the crowd was very into him, right?
No, right.
So maybe they're starting all over, like, hey, we need to make people care about this motherfucker.
Well, and plus, he was Austin Aries' tag partner, and that was a big surprise. But who is he? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like AJ Styles coming out for the Rumble, like, oh my God, it's AJ Styles. Like, it's Roderick Strong. Okay, who's that?
Yeah.
Unless you watch indies all the time, like, unless you watch a big indie guy.
Yeah, and plus, like, when he first debuted, it wasn't how can I explain it? Like when Aleister Black came out, there was a lot of fanfare behind it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Well, they
when
made
Drew
him look-
McIntyre debuted, a lot of fanfare behind it.
But
it wasn't
okay,
in
but
the other
I
one.
didn't know who Aleister Black was. Did you? We
No.
knew he was that Tommy End guy, but you didn't
But-
see him before. But when he debuted, they made it special.
Yeah, exactly.
With that intro, with the music. Roderick Strong just like comes out, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Kind of like Oni Lorcan. Hey, what's up? I'm here to wrestle.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no gimmick to him.
No, I agree. Maybe, like I said, maybe they're doing that to eventually give him a gimmick and maybe fans will care about him.
Well, that's what this video package is supposed to do, but he
Yeah.
still doesn't have a gimmick. It's just, oh, I had a bad childhood, feel bad, feel sorry for me, or feel happy that I'm finally in NXT. But it's like, okay, you still have no personality. I don't know if that's his fault, but they just won't give him one.
Oni Lorcan has more personality.
Yeah, I guess. He does. He does.
does.
He really does.
He defends the little people, and he seems to have a little bit of edge to him.
Little bit. He needs more of an edge.
I'm just
And he
saying,
needs a razor.
compared to the two of them.
He also needs a razor to shave his fucking chest. Let's not forget that. So,
yeah, I'm just as confused as you.
Yeah. But speaking of Aleister Black, he fought Kona Reeves, the guy that looks like The Rock if The Rock was 100% Samoan. Oh, I'm sorry, Samoan. God, it's like stuck in my head now. And Booker's back and doing Raw. No, he's the Samoan guy. And Aleister gets the win after hitting Black Mass in just about 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, another squash match.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up, we have Nikki Cross versus Ruby Riott, except no, we don't. Before the match, Ruby is interviewed, and she kind of implies that she belongs in Sanity.
She did. Look at me. Look at my chest and my arms.
She's like, well, as you can see,
I
I kind
am
of
one
look
of those
like them.
fucking weirdos.
Yeah, but they make you conform. Oh my God, the fucking you watch South Park, right?
Yes.
She sounds like the goth kids on South Park. Oh, conformists. Fucking look at those conformists.
Yes.
That's what she just kept saying. They want everyone to conform to their ways. Like, oh, you're just the worst.
She gonna start her own faction?
Yeah, the nonconformists. I don't know. So Nikki attacks Ruby Riott as she makes her way to the ring. This was better than their first brawl earlier the night. This was way better. Ruby suplexes Nikki on the ramp, and security eventually comes to try to separate them. But Ruby does a stage dive onto Nikki and onto some security guards, and then security is forced to literally carry Nikki away, as you said earlier.
Literally.
All four of them.
I feel this is where we have to read the WWE's recap.
Oh, God, I'm sure it's amazing.
All right, so here we go. With each encounter, you feel the hatred grow between Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott. The two were supposed to have a match, but instead, the crazed Cross blindsided Riott during her entrance, starting an all-out brawl. Cross and Riott fought along the stage and entrance ramp until the referees and NXT officials tried to break them up. Officials first failed the attempt as Riott pushed them away before launching herself across the stage onto Cross. Finally, the two feisty competitors were separated. For now.
Oh. All right. That wasn't the worst that we've ever read from these recaps, but, you know, it's never good. That's for sure.
It was not.
So next up, we go backstage, and William Regal tells Asuka that next week there will be a battle royal to decide who will face her at TakeOver Chicago for the NXT Women's Championship. Asuka then just walks away like, who gives a shit? Like, she's like, okay.
Well, I'll tell you this. This is my thought right now. You know, I'm going to save it for things we talk about. Go on.
Who do you think wins this?
Okay, well, fine. I'm going to talk
I
about
mean,
it.
this part,
Okay.
you know.
So,
Because I didn't read any spoilers, so I don't know.
I haven't read any spoilers either. So, we haven't seen Ember Moon in a while, right? And
Right.
I'm thinking that...
She's got to be in it, right?
Well, no, I'm thinking she ends up losing.
But she'll be in it, though, I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm thinking what happened is Nikki Cross is going to win, and that's the one that takes the belt from Asuka, and then they're going to have the Ember Moon and Nikki Cross feud.
No way.
I think.
No way.
That's what I think.
No way.
You don't think so? Or
No
maybe
way.
Ruby Riott wins. I'm 100% good on that one. But I am serious about Nikki Cross. I think that she will win. That way you have the face Ember
But they
Moon.
made that whole Ember Moon video where she's all sad.
Yeah.
And then she's
And
like, I will be the NXT Women's I will defeat Asuka. I think it's still going to be Ember Moon.
You think so? So Ember Moon is the one that's going to win this battle royale?
I don't know. I don't know if she'll even win it. Maybe she'll just fight her again and lose again. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have someone take it off of Asuka so she can go to the main roster. Seriously.
But you don't know where they want to go with this. Just like Charlotte having that stupid undefeated pay-per-view streak that went too fucking long. And you actually develop Charlotte's pay-per-view streak.
Yeah.
Which no one wanted. But then, okay, you make it seem like it's important. But then what do? You end the streak at Fastlane.
Yeah.
At Fastlane.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, I agree.
Instead of WrestleMania, how does that make any sense?
And this one's starting to go too long as well. You cannot have Asuka come out and just keep on winning after win. It just gets boring after a while.
It does.
I'm sure Bruno Sammartino winning 18 years in a row, that got a little bit stale.
Well, it wasn't 18.
Wasn't?
No, it was like 9.
But still, that's way too long.
No, that is way too long. Yeah. It is way too long. And well, she wins every match. It's not like,
and like decidedly fashion too. Some of them are squash matches. A lot of them are squash matches.
Right.
Yeah. Like I can count on my hand like the number of times that she had competitive matches.
Right. I think it'll be Ember, and I think maybe she'll win. I'll form an opinion next week, I guess, and see. Because I'm not really sure. I was so sure Ember was going to win at Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it started, I felt the other way, but I already made my pick. I was like, this is weird. I don't know. Like, it just...
And then you're like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to beat Josh anyways.
Well, that's definitely true.
I'm telling you, I think it's going to be Nikki Cross. I mean, there has to be a reason that Nikki Cross just continues to be featured in all these storylines, all these matches, and there has to be a reason we're not seeing Ember Moon. And I think it is because we're going to see Nikki Cross take the belt from Asuka. And as we know, it doesn't matter if Asuka is heel or face, she can flip-flop back and forth between the two.
But it seems like they're keeping her heelish for now. That's why I think it'll be...
But is it heel or is she just a cocky face? Or is there a difference? I'm not sure.
Now, they could also, they could even have Ruby fucking Riott win this Rumble just to lose to Asuka at TakeOver Chicago,
Yeah.
And then, like, save Ember Moon for TakeOver Brooklyn, Like, for then, because that's a bigger
Is it TakeOver
event.
Brooklyn again?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Is that
3
4
years in a row.
times? 3? Okay.
So, and SummerSlam, too, 3 years in a row.
Mm.
They made a 3-year deal with the Barclays Center.
Okay.
They should just keep it there. It works. It
Why
really
not?
does work. I actually want to go to... I really want... Because my parents are from Brooklyn, I went to Brooklyn a lot as a kid,
Road trip!
I've never been to the Barclays Center. Be cool.
Yeah.
So, they should keep it there. That's a cool place for it. All right.
And
so
that's it, NXT wise.
That is it. That's it. Yeah, that is it, NXT wise. We do have a UK championship for some reason.
But who gives a fuck about that?
I do have a lot of things I need to say about this fucking match.
Well, before
Tyler
you get into
Bate
that, because I'm not going to say anything about it because it was incredibly awful.
Uh-huh.
But I just will say, I guess we won't have to be recapping it very soon since they're going to have their own TV show that we will not recap. Or at least I will not be a part of that recap coverage.
Correct. I will not be as well.
So they will be having the recap or the recap.
I'm not recapping it.
They will be having their own TV show. You heard that too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
After the match, Tom Phillips announces that there will be a UK wrestling show on the WWE Network coming soon. Let me guess, it tapes after Raw.
Or tapes after NXT.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's NXT, right?
Right.
Because they're wrestling on NXT, so maybe
Probably.
they'll tape there. I hope so. Because I would feel really bad for the talent that, because SmackDown ends at 9 Central,
Mm-hmm.
and now they have to stay an hour later because of Cruiserweight Live or 205 Live.
Maybe they'll have it tape after 205 Live.
But if they taped it after Raw, that's you're leaving 11 p.m. Central.
That's
midnight Eastern.
4
That
hours
sucks.
of wrestling.
Yeah.
So
hopefully it's after NXT. But anyways, Tyler Bate versus Jack Gallagher for the UK Championship. I cannot express how much I hate Tyler Bate's entrance music. Did you listen to it? Dun, 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 dun. It's just this poppy, crappy music. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, this was just weird, awkward, and very slow.
Very slow.
It's like they're competing with Big Show and Strowman for the super slow-mo match.
It was painfully slow.
You know how the main goal in a wrestling match is to tell a story in the ring?
Mm-hmm.
This was like they were trying to tell a love story. Didn't it? It felt like they were just wrestling, but they didn't want to hurt each other too much. It's like, let me just bend your, I'm gonna bend your arm a little bit, and it's like, like that's what they were doing. Like they grab his hand and bend his fingers back, and he'd be like, It's like, what is going on?
I guess this is the problem with
it's like arm bars
matches.
And bending limbs. It's boring. What am I watching? Cirque du Soleil? I just don't understand. There was like a 5-man "This is awesome" chant, but it didn't catch on.
Right?
Obviously,
I was like, where the hell did that come from?
This one guy's like, "This is awesome. This is awesome. Come on, God. No, this sucks."
For the majority of the match, it was lots of silence.
I always like when this match started. I was like, "All right, I'll give him a chance. I'll give him another chance," and they failed miserably again.
And
is this just what UK wrestling is? People tell us, is this what a UK match is? Because if so, I'm sorry, it's not for me.
The thing is like Jack Gallagher. I mean, he's kind of exciting. I enjoy him on the
well,
when
he
he's
doesn't
on
wrestle
Raw.
the same on here than he does on 205
no,
Live.
That's why I was like, this might be an interesting match. But when he started on here, it was holds. It was lots of different trying to
he did his
manipulate
headbutt,
things.
But that was it. Like his headbutt, he does well. But
yeah, but he's more fast paced as well. I mean, this was nothing.
They're doing the test of strength, and then they keep monkey flipping each other.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're both on their backs, holding hands. And then they're both on the back. No one's pinning anyone, and the ref's like, 1, 2. No one's pinning anyone.
Yeah.
How can anyone be getting pinned right? And then they both like lift each other up.
The coolest part about this match was the near fall from Gallagher.
The headbutt.
When he fell on him. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, that should be.
But that was it. That was it.
But that should be his thing where his headbutt looks so vicious that he should pass out. And it looked like he did.
Yeah.
But like it should be all or nothing for Gallagher when he does that headbutt.
Yeah.
Like if he hits the headbutt and then the guy kicks out, the guy just gets to pin Gallagher because he's passed out.
I agree. I think so too.
Because he gives that headbutt like that.
It does look like a very devastating blow.
Yeah.
And that should be his finisher.
It should be his finisher. His finisher is just a running drop kick.
Yeah.
So Tyler Bate retains the title after hitting the Tyler Driver 97, and he's only 19 or 20 years old, so I'm guessing he called it that because that's the year he was fucking born. He was fucking born in 97.
Yeah.
God, that makes us feel old.
So do you want to...
Especially you, because you're older.
Am I older than you?
You said you're 32, right?
I am older than you.
I'm 30.
Mm.
What'd you think I was, 33?
I thought we were the same age.
No.
Aw.
That's not anything to be sad about. Oh, I thought we were the same age.
Do you want to hear the WWE's recap of this?
Sure.
It's only 2 paragraphs long.
Oh, good.
All right. WWE United Kingdom Championship. Shut up, I can't read. Remember, I'm dyslexic.
Oh, right. I forgot. You should wear the sign.
And gentleman Jack Gallagher.
You should wear a sign so that you let people know.
I probably should. Could wrestle another 100 times, and they would deliver something new and entertaining every time they encounter.
What are they going to bend each other's toes next time?
These British-born superstars didn't disappoint as they battled for the first time in front of the NXT universe.
You said they paddled?
Battled.
Oh, okay.
Gallagher's technical prowess was on full display as he twisted Bates' limbs like a pretzel. Bates showed the heart of a champion, enduring the pain of his gentleman challengers' submission holds. Bate eventually managed to pry free of his opponent's grasp to hit a rolling wheel kick before nailing the Tyler Driver 97 for the victory.
Bret Hart was like the ultimate technical wrestler. He never bended wrestlers' fingers. I'm going to bend your fingers. Ow, do you submit? No.
Yeah, I've seen Bret Hart wrestle a few times, and he was 100% more exciting than whatever the fuck we watched.
Of course.
It was awful.
Yeah. Bad. Just bad. Anyways, who was your worst dressed for NXT? You could say it. It's okay. You could say it.
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan. She wasn't even on the fucking show.
I'm kidding.
Stupid ass.
Worst dressed was Ruby Riott.
Correct.
Yeah.
Best dressed? This is a tough one.
You know what? And because I'm counting like facial expressions and everything as well, I'm pulling an Eric Hamilton and emotion and everything. I really enjoyed Nikki Cross this week. I thought she was really good.
All right. She was a little sweaty for she was like, I don't know.
She was a little bit sweaty, but I kind of liked it. Like, I thought she did it for me this week.
All right. I just had Aleister Black because he looked cool when he came out.
He still looks cool.
With the clothes on.
Yeah.
With all the clothes on, he looked cool. So during his entrance, that was my best dressed.
Yeah.
Worst moment?
The first fight between the two girls.
Really? Worse than the UK match? Worse than Gallagher and
it was
Tyler
pretty
Bate?
bad.
They were both pretty bad.
Yeah.
But what was longer? I'll give it to the UK match.
Okay, fine.
It's your award.
The UK one was much longer.
Yeah.
But it had at least one exciting element to it, to where the first match between the girls did not have anything exciting to it.
True. All right.
I'm sticking with the girls.
That's fine. Best moment? Come on.
Best moment was probably William Regal announcing the Battle Royale. I'm all for that.
It's probably gonna suck though.
I think it's gonna be.
They've had women battle royals before. They've been terrible.
I'm having high expectations. I think the best friends are gonna clean house for a while.
And like the women battle royal, you don't have to go over the top rope. You just have to leave the ring.
Oh, is that true?
Well, that's whenever they've done it. That's how it's been.
Okay.
Because they've had some garbage, like the one Paige won 2 years ago on Raw. She won the battle royal. It was her and Naomi left. All she did was kick Naomi in the stomach. Naomi fell down and rolled out of the ring. And it was the worst ending to the battle royal ever. It made Roman Reigns' Royal Rumble victory look cool. Like it was just garbage. And they had remember Rosa Mendez?
Yes.
Like the worst wrestler of all fucking time, if you even could call her a wrestler.
She got pregnant and then she got She got engaged.
She was
on the Eiffel Tower during Total Divas.
I don't care. Shut up.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking about her. She was in that battle royal. I can't believe they even had the balls to put her in that battle royal. She was laying near the apron, and someone just kicked her, and she just slowly fell out of the ring. But she fell out like this. She was like, "Oh no." Like just the slowest, like she didn't take a bump at all, or she didn't even fall out of the ring. She like crawled out of the ring.
So what you're saying is she didn't sell it?
Not at all. She sold nothing. There was nothing to sell. Absolute garbage.
Got it.
It's just offensive that they would even hire her to be a wrestler. It's just stupid. Like this is the Attitude Era.
I have high hopes.
If it's the Attitude Era and she's just coming out to strip, fine. But I wasn't even that attracted to Rosa Mendez anyway. I feel like.
Which is weird because we know you like Hispanic women.
Yeah, but she seemed like she had plastic surgery, and I'm not into that shit.
She did seem like she had a few. I think she had her boobs enlarged.
And her lips.
Her lips did look overly.
Thank you for that, yeah. All right, so on to things we talk about. What do you got?
You don't have anything this week?
No.
Well, I got something that will make you happy for once.
Oh, good.
For so long.
What is Liv Morgan ranked 8?
No rankings this week.
No, okay,
although there is rankings, but I figure we say we got it.
I need a break.
Can't do it every week.
I need a break. I need a break, please.
Although Liv Morgan stayed unranked.
Shut up. You just did it now.
So someone asked TJ Perkins if the dab was officially dead. TJ Perkins replied, "Yes, the dab is dead."
But he did it last week.
Well, maybe now he's admitting that it's gone forever.
Well, that's good.
So will you like TJ Perkins now if the dab is gone?
I mean, no, of course not. But he'll just piss me off a little less.
A little less.
Stop dabbing. That's it.
So let's see. So we have 2 polls that you can choose from this week to see if you want to, which poll you want to take, because that's our weekly feature now.
No, I like this segment.
All right, so the first one is, what will break first in Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman's WWE Payback matchup? And then the second poll is, Which of these terrifying things do you think Bray Wyatt is most likely to bring in his House of Horrors
That
matchup?
one.
You want this one?
Yes.
Okay, so
Let
on
me
the
Is
list.
cockroaches one of them?
No, cockroaches are not one.
Oh, yeah. Thank God.
Spiders is.
Oh, my God.
All right, so we have spiders, fire, barbed wire, thumbtacks, rats, Sister Abigail, or a chainsaw.
A chainsaw? To murder him? To cut Randy's head off? Real quick, read him again.
Spiders, fire, barbed wire, thumbtacks, rats, Sister Abigail, or a chainsaw.
Fire. I don't know. Fire. Oh, that's so fucking stupid. Rats? Rats? Randy, catch these rats!
Well,
Just gonna throw rats at him?
the number one answer, and I think this one was
Sister Abigail.
the internet wants it, so and that's an overwhelming favorite.
Maybe it is happening because he's
65%.
because he did desecrate her grave. So you know what?
Yeah.
There's a good chance she does come out here.
Number 2, however, was fire. And we won't take the poll since you
I
didn't.
should have put that. You know what? That would have counted as special appearance
Sister Abigail
for the payback predictions. Right in a special appearance. I should have wrote in Sister Abigail.
What you know what, and it might happen. Everyone is downplaying how awful payback is going to be and how awful that matchup in general
It
is
still
going to
might
be.
be awful.
So I'm just saying, if you had a surprise like Sister Abigail, that would definitely be a swerve.
And we know how WB likes to spoil the surprises now, and they're kind of doing it with that poll there.
Maybe. So we won't take this poll, but I just thought I should read some of the answers to the
For
Roman
Strowman,
Reigns and Strowman.
What's going to break first? Like a table?
Yes.
What else breaks? The
so
ring?
there's only
the ring
4
is one
answers.
of them?
You know what?
The ring's one of them,
Fine,
right?
we're going to take
The
this
ring
too.
is one of them, yes!
Yes. So what will break first in Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman's WWE Payback matchup? The 4 answers are...
Choices.
4 choices. You're really going to laugh at one of them. Announcer's table.
Okay, that's probably it.
Barricade.
All right.
The ring itself.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns' spirit. I'm not making that up. Roman Reigns' spirits.
Oh my God. You have to see that.
I'm not making it up.
No, seriously. That's too good to be true.
Roman Reigns' spirits.
Oh my God.
CS. Roman Reigns' spirits.
Oh my God.
You know what? No, we're
amazing.
taking this
Spirit! Spirit! Answer it.
Roman Reigns' spirit. Oh, that's not number 1.
It's not.
No, it's number 2 though. They say an announcer table.
Of course, announcer table. His spirit?
His spirits.
Fucking idiots. That's, you know what? That's too funny. I can't even be mad. It's just so bad.
Right? Like WWE, you can make fun of yourself every once in a while.
Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me? That's
Roman
amazing.
Reigns' spirit.
Wow. That should have been one of our pay-per-view predictions. That should have been one of the questions. Does Roman Reigns'
Spirit break?
break?
How can you tell if his spirit break?
I don't know. Is he going to be like,
I can't beat this monster.
oh, even though I beat this monster 2 months ago. Wow. That's unbelievable. His
So
spirit.
hopefully y'all guys thought that was pretty funny
That's
as well.
fucking amazing. That's unbelievable.
So on other things that we talk about, John Cena recently opened up to Sports Illustrated about turning heel.
Of course.
Would you like to hear John Cena's quote about turning heel?
Sure.
All right, so here's John Cena to Sports Illustrated. I don't think everyone wants me to turn. There is a group of people that don't like what they see, but the most important message I send is you can't please everybody. Never be ashamed to be who you are, and know that what you do affects people. I look at this as a way to provide hope for families that don't go through what we consider a normal day by providing a smile and happiness. I look at WWE as a vehicle to provide an escape and happiness. That's why I'm here every year, and I believe in what I do.
And that's why they're trying to replace you with Roman Reigns, Cena.
So then he can turn heel?
What?
So then he can turn heel?
Of course he can, and of course he should. Do you think that was a legit answer? Is that a...
Oh, no, that was totally like PR answer.
PR answer.
It's something...
You think John Cena's not tired of playing the same fucking character for 15 years? Well, not 15, but like 10 years at least. At least 10 years he's been playing the same character. Because first he was Thugonomics Cena, so I'm not going to count all those years. But at least 10 years he's been playing the same character. No actor wants to play the same character for 10 fucking years.
You gotta
Robert
shake
Downey
it up
Jr.
every
is
once in a
getting
while.
tired of playing Iron Man. And that's just like, what, 9 movies? He's been playing the same character for 10 years, almost every day of his life.
Yeah.
For the last 10 years.
Well, I mean, look at The Undertaker. I mean, he was able to flip-flop back and forth between the two. I mean, he had great runs as a face and then as a heel.
Again, Hulk Hogan was the biggest face of all time.
Yeah.
And then his heel turn was the greatest heel turn of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It was the greatest heel turn of all time. And then he just became this badass and everyone bought NWO shirts. Just saying.
So
it's too late now, though, because he's part-time, so it wouldn't even matter at this point.
Well, if he ever did turn heel, and I know this is just crazy and way speculation, but would he have to do it in a stable like Hulk Hogan to where Hogan joined the NWO?
No, he doesn't. Obviously, stables are awesome.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be a stable, no.
Okay.
Again, I've mentioned this, how I would turn him heel, like just for an original idea. There have been plenty of times where they had the chance to turn him heel and they said no, like the Nexus angle, AJ Styles, he could have been the leader of the club. He could have turned on Styles instead of Styles turning on Cena, you know? Like Cena's the leader of the club. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But no, whoever he's feuding with a heel or a face, doesn't matter. And it's someone that has a submission move. He taps out, just, the never give up. Remember how he has the never give up, so he never taps? He finally taps. And then, they're like, oh my gosh, you tapped out. He comes out, the whole arena is going to chant, you tapped out, or you gave up. And he's like, yeah, I gave up. I gave up on the WWE universe. Mm-hmm. And then that's where he starts to turn heel. And then next week, he AA's a Make-A-Wish kid. Well,
it's just
he can't do that, obviously, but... that was
fake
in a perfect world, he would a fake Make-A-Wish kid. But in a perfect world, that's what he would do. But they would never do that. But
one of Triple H's daughters or something.
Right.
Well, I just feel like we've had hints and like little breadcrumbs of.
They've always do that. They always do it they did it with Reigns too. He beats the Undertaker. The next night he just comes out, stands there for 10 fucking minutes, and then he just goes, my yard. And I don't give a fuck about any of you. Then he gets beat up by Strowman. He's like, wah.
Which ironically made Strowman the biggest face in the company. But sure, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So I thought this was an interesting Reddit thread, and I thought that we should talk about it. Well, first of all, the Reddit thread was now with the WWE pay-per-view named Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah.
You can now never have any serious promos going into that.
No.
Like, you cannot have Braun Strowman come out and like, I'm going to kick your ass at Great Balls of Fire.
And he's going to fight Lesnar most likely
Right?
at that. Lesnar, at Great Balls of Fire, I'm going to beat you for the Universal
You
Championship.
can't even say it with a straight face.
Okay, sure.
Right? I mean, like, I'm still trying to wrap my brain around how that manifested itself.
Yeah.
What made them think that was great? Honestly, what did they chop off that was not like, you know what? No, that name is too fucking silly for people to think of. Great Balls of Fire, ironically, is a great name.
I just don't see where they could have gotten that. That was a song. When did that song come out? The 60s?
Yeah, at least.
It was black and white. The fucking video's black and white video. Jerry Lee Lewis.
I'm
Who's gonna get that reference? Young people don't even know what the fuck Great Balls of Fire is. They don't know what the fuck that means.
No, but like
Great Balls of Fire?
I mean, is this referencing Brock Lesnar's balls? I don't understand. I don't understand what this means.
Maybe that's the return of Stephanie's lady balls. I don't know.
No.
But yeah, no, go to youtube.com/what's wrong with wrestling and you can see the Great Balls of Fire video that I made.
It was
I
really
put
good.
the music, I put the Great Balls of Fire song to the promo for their pay-per-view. And it's in Dallas, so if I know it's going to be in July, so maybe we'll go. I don't know. We can go
Maybe
carpool there or something.
I
mean, it's terrible, but who knows?
I'm just like picturing in my mind people like cutting promos on each other
Although
and then mentioning Great Balls of Fire, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I know, of course not. I can't see the pay-per-view being good though because the main event's going to be Lesnar and Strowman. Like, who's Ambrose going to fight? He's probably still fighting The Miz. Oh, God.
Yeah, could be.
And Balor and Wyatt maybe. I don't know.
That's awful.
I don't know.
So my question to you is, and you've seen a lot of pay-per-views and a lot of pay-per-view names. What pay-per-view does this now replace as the worst name ever? Because there's been a lot, like Dog in Your House or whatever.
Well, no.
In Your House, Beware of Dog. I thought was a stupid name.
Beware of Dog.
Is that what it was?
That was the name. Well, no, but you know how every NXT pay-per-view was Takeover?
Yeah.
Every WWE pay-per-view used to be In Your House.
Oh, okay.
So that's. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, it was In Your House, Beware of Dog. Number 8. So yeah, they had a bunch
Beware
of them.
of Dog. Who was it though? Who was the dog? Was it British Bulldog? Is that why they did that?
I think it was British Bulldog that was in there.
Against Shawn?
No, actually, the main event on this one was the Ultimate Warrior and Owen Hart. Oh, no, but the British Bulldog did face Shawn Michaels. That's right. With, I remember that one. So, like, what was, like, one of the worst names that you can remember from WWE pay-per-views?
Now. I mean, Bragging Rights was a stupid name.
Mm-hmm.
Bragging Rights? So there's no titles, it's just for bragging rights. That's really bad.
That one was recently too, right?
Yeah, that was the first time they did the brand split, and then it was SmackDown versus Raw, and bragging rights. Well, what happens? Nothing changes. Bragging rights. So that's probably the other really bad one. I mean, Fastlane. Fastlane's garbage. Fastlane's stupid.
Yeah, I never understood that. And they're like, okay, now we're on the Fast Lane to WrestleMania. I was like, is that seriously why you named the pay-per-view Fast Lane? So you could say that?
Even Roadblock is stupid.
But I think that those names still pale in comparison to...
They all pale in comparison.
Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire.
Let's
see, I'm at In Your House. Beware of Dog. Yeah, I mean... They just had different names for all the In Your Houses. Mind Games, Buried Alive, It's Time.
Mm-hmm.
In Your House 14, Revenge of the Taker. That sounds like a fucking Star Wars movie.
It does.
Revenge of the Sith.
That actually sounds like an amazing pay-per-view.
In Your House 16, Canadian Stampede. That's pretty bad.
That one's rough.
Ground Zero. That was the one that...
That's too soon.
That was in 97. That was before.
Oh my God, he foreshadowed. That's awful.
No Way Out. No. Unforgiven. Over the Edge. Fully Loaded. It's not great.
Could you imagine? Oh my God.
No, Capital Carnage.
That one's rough.
That's a terrible name.
Well, they had one that was Bloody Sunday or something like that
St.
too.
Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah, that's rough. But no, could you imagine, like, okay, so you know how, like, Raw has a pay-per-view and then SmackDown has a pay-per-view?
Yes.
Can you imagine if you had Fully Loaded and then right afterwards, Great Balls of Fire?
Fully Loaded, Great Balls of Fire. We've combined the two pay-per-views for Fully Loaded, Great Balls of Fire.
Oh, my God, we just gave them an idea.
Yeah.
Jesus. I just thought that was so interesting because I've never heard... That just seemed like a totally fake made up name. Like he was just taking pitches from internet trolls.
But again, you named it after a song. But
why?
Someone said, like, how about Thriller, Michael Jackson? WB presents Thriller. Like, just name it after Michael Jackson.
That one they might get sued after from
Taboo
Jackson's
Tuesday.
estate.
How did they not get sued for Great Balls of Fire?
I don't know. Maybe they licensed it.
Again, WCW's version of SummerSlam was the Great American Bash.
Yeah.
And WWE, when they bought WCW, they used that pay-per-view for July. July was Great American Bash.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we just keep it Great American Bash? That
I
was
wouldn't mind.
That was a good name.
It's not like they don't want to compete with WCW.
And Great American Bash was like WCW's second biggest pay-per-view, just like SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
So just the name alone makes it feel like it's bigger.
Yeah.
Not Great Balls of Fire. December to Dismember. That's pretty bad.
That's rough.
That's really bad. Holy shit.
They still all pale in comparison
They
to
all, not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Great Balls of Fire, I think, is the worst name for a pay-per-view of all time.
Yeah, of all time in the WWE.
What is Great Balls of Fire referencing, Andrew?
That song. I don't.
No, but what is it? Why is it associated with the WWE?
I don't know, Josh. All right. I can't tell you.
You know everything WWE. How do you not know this
Capital
one?
Carnage. I can't tell you what they're thinking. All right, let's go to fan questions. I'm done looking up pay-per-view names. Brian Johnson, what's the best impression Josh can do? I think we've asked this before, and we found out you can't do anyone.
I can't do very many impressions at all.
No.
By the way, I should make mention of Andrew's impression on the ENC Pod of Awesomeness.
Oh, yeah. Did you listen to the interview?
I did. That was great.
It was a lot of fun.
I like the back and forth between you and Stone Cold. That was great.
Thanks. Yeah, it was cool that they let me plug the podcast on there for sure. Edge right away was like, "Oh yeah, what's the name of the podcast?" And I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." It's What's Wrong with Wrestling. Thank God, we changed the name of the show from What's Wrong with WWE to What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Oh yeah,
because that might have not gone over too well. They have WB contracts.
Oh, that's right.
At least for the to film network stuff. So.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, did you get to talk with them like much before or
before and after we talked a little bit? Yeah.
Okay.
About what we might be able to do in the future.
Like maybe someone
We'll see. I don't want to. Let the surprise happen. If it happens,
we cock tease people all the time on this podcast. That's what we do.
We what?
Cock tease.
Cock tease.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be the next pay-per-view.
Did I know they kind of mentioned it on the podcast, but do you know if he's going to eventually let Stone Cold hear it? Because I'm sure he has Stone Cold's number.
Oh no, they want to. Yeah, no, they want to have. Of course, they want to have Stone Cold as a guest. So if that happens, I imagine I'll be getting a phone call. That would be awesome.
Stone Cold interviewing Stone Cold? That would be amazing.
Hey, what's your favorite match of all time, Stone Cold? I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Jason, that would be amazing, though. Jason Dirham, how long until Aleister Black takes the title off Bobby Roode?
Well, the problem I
mean, it's either going to be Aleister Black or Drew McIntyre. We could agree on that. Right?
I agree. And, so I was going to bring this up earlier, and I forgot to mention it, but they mentioned that Aleister Black was here to burn NXT to the ground. And then I was like, wait, but I thought he was a face because he's fighting all these
Rollins
heels.
Said too, I'm going to burn WWE to the ground, Monday Night Raw to the ground. It's just a saying.
I'm just saying.
It's just a stupid.
That's not
saying.
something a face would say, though.
Well, that's what Rollins said too. It's just a stupid saying.
Okay, maybe it doesn't mean as much. I was just confused by that.
Yeah,
and we haven't heard him talk yet.
Clark Kent, what is one of Josh's favorite hobbies? I think we've asked this before.
I collect stamps.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay. Thank God.
I don't think I really have a hobby. I'm a fairly boring person.
Doing a podcast on Saturday?
It's definitely a hobby. It's a labor of love.
Double G Gaming, what has been your favorite time in WWE since it went PG? Mine is Money in the Bank 2011 through Mania 30. That's a long time. That's like a span of 4 years.
Yeah.
Or 3 years. That's a span of 3 years since it went PG. I don't know. When did it go PG? Like 2006? Something like that?
Well, while you're thinking,
Maybe
I'll just,
after DX?
myself, I've enjoyed the rise of Kevin Owens. That's what I've enjoyed.
I did like that. I did like that a lot. My favorite time.
You like Chris Jericho coming back.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, but I'm talking about overall.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, the show's still bad. It just has its sparks when
Yeah.
Kevin Owens, Jericho's on the show, you know.
But like if you considered an era, like the rise of Owens and era, that would be this current little.
Yeah. True.
Oh, that's not true.
I did love when DX reformed. It wasn't as good as it was the first time, but I did like, you know, the reformation of DX. But it kind of wasn't, they weren't full PG yet. They really weren't PG actually then. Like not full PG. They were kind of getting there. I don't know what Josh is doing right now, but you know.
That's fine.
Mick Lockyer, Pushfire Barry, Eva Marie does a porn video.
Oh my.
CM Punk returns for 3 months, or Raw goes 2 hours.
I think you pushed the. It depends on
Marie.
the porn video. If it was a page style porn video, I don't think I can handle it.
That's not a
That's too
porn
much.
video. That's just a sex tape. I like a professional porn video.
I would be interested.
I'd
in
push
Yeah.
that. Hell yeah.
I'd push and. Yeah,
I
stroke
would
that.
fire Punk returning for 3 months because just 3 months. What is he gonna do in 3 months? That's
Hey, Goldberg
that's
did a lot in 3 months.
That's a Goldberg return. I don't
He
want
did
that
a lot.
shit. Fuck
Goldberg
that.
won the belt.
Nah, fire that. And then Barry Raw goes to 2 hours. Although I might push that because I really want Raw to go to 2 hours. Toby, how do you guys feel about the rumors of Adam Cole coming to NXT? I don't know who that is.
Adam Cole?
Some indie wrestler?
Adam.
It's fine. If we don't know who he is, we can't form an opinion.
Well,
So
I'm
even if
interested.
you look up who he is, we're not going to, it's not like we've seen his matches.
He's a Ring of Honor. Oh, Ring of Honor guy. Okay.
Yeah, we don't know who he is. Sorry.
Oh, I think it's gonna be I don't
He's
know.
going to be the next amazing guy that just has a generic entrance like Roderick Strong.
He was trained by Al Snow.
Oh, okay. Then that's legit. Jay Bizzle, if Josh had to choose, would you rather spend a night in an elevator with a naked Ryback
Oh, Lord.
or give an honest answer to a question? That's pretty funny. That's just a joke, but that's pretty funny.
I answer everything honestly.
All right, relax. So Ryback.
No. Oh, is
Toby-
it one of those trick questions?
Toby Flanagan, in your opinion, what is the best ring entrance? Oh, I'm sorry, ring attire of all time. Like ring entrance attire of all time. Like who had the coolest outfit as they were coming to the ring?
Bobby Roode.
With the jacket? Yeah, but No, just what they're wearing.
Oh, while they're in the ring?
No, while they're walking to the ring. Like just how they look when they first come out. Not like the entrance in general, just what they're wearing. Like Bobby Roode wears that robe.
Yeah, I love the robe.
But
that's amazing.
But still, Flair, that was Flair's thing before him.
I don't
It's
know-
same
I didn't
thing,
know
robe.
Flair.
So you'd have to say Flair too.
I didn't
No,
know
but
Flair.
that's not as original. It's cool, but plenty of people come out in those fancy robes.
I didn't know Flair. Bobby
Okay,
Roode.
but you've seen Charlotte do it before Bobby Roode. She wears those robes too.
Bobby Roode does it better though.
You're not paying attention to the question.
I have
Like
never.
the Undertaker always looked pretty fucking cool with all his shit on. You know,
I mean, yeah, he's aight.
he's aight.
He's aight. He's no Bobby
Finn
Roode.
Balor, the Dean. I'd probably say the Undertaker.
Bobby Roode.
Attire, Undertaker, because no one else looked like him. Plenty of people wore those robes like Bobby Roode. Ric Flair started it. If you like, you at least that. Well, I don't know if he started it. I think there was original Nature Boy before Ric Flair. I don't know if he wore those robes or not, but Ric Flair was the first big guy to come out with those robes on. At least as far as I'm concerned.
Woo! Oh, that was awful. That's my bad.
Autumn Wolf, Andrew, I need you to sing "Great Balls of Fire" as Stone Cold.
Goodness gracious, great ball of fire.
She didn't want you to do it.
But that was my Stone Cold.
Oh God, I don't know the lyrics except for the main chorus.
Great balls of fire.
I don't know.
What was that?
Great balls of fire.
I don't know. I need the lyrics to the song.
It's all right. You didn't know all the words
Great balls of fire.
to
Well, that
edging
was a
Christians. So
Ryan Hensley, Roderick Strong, Alistair Black, Sienna Almas. Who is overrated, underrated, properly rated?
Roderick Strong is probably overrated.
Yeah.
And who was the other two? Alistair Black and
properly rated, and Almas is underrated, I guess.
yeah, I would agree with that.
All right. Chris Breitenbach, will Josh eat crow when JJ Redick and the Clippers win Game 7 and go on to sweep the Rockets? Hashtag book it.
So they're gonna get past the Warriors too?
Yeah, really.
They don't play the Rockets in the second round,
Yeah,
buddy.
no, that doesn't make any sense.
I will eat crow if they if they just beat the Warriors.
Yeah.
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy there, Chris.
Oh Lord.
Joe Warner, are your
That's
balls
awful.
on fire? And if so, are they also great? Yes, they're great and they're on fire. Sayed Mahmood, who will return to TV first, Dan Matha or Mandy Rose?
Oh,
That's a good one.
Mandy Rose. She comes
She's
back
probably
in the
gonna be in that
Battle
Battle
Royale.
Royale.
Yeah. Oh shit. Then we're gonna see why she really is ranked number 8.
You mean unranked? Oh no, Mandy Rose.
She's
Fuck.
ranked. Liv Morgan is not.
Christ. Kelso, does Josh push or bury the smokehouse pizza from Little Caesars?
I haven't had that yet.
What the fuck, Josh? You're the Little Caesars guy.
I don't eat every Little Caesar pizza out there, and I don't really eat odd pizza either. I just stick to my pepperoni and black olives. That's pretty much
Isn't
it.
like that their version of the pan pizza? Or no?
No, smokehouse I think is like with barbecue on it and stuff
What?
like that. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, I know. No, so like
It's
last
got like brisket on it.
yeah, I think it does.
Oh my god.
So last week here at the station, they had country music people come up here and they were doing like an interview with the country music star. So I had fans up here, so a lot of pizza.
Yeah.
And they had pizza from this weird restaurant. I can't remember, but it was like strange pizza, like a cheeseburger pizza. And it
Jesus.
had mustard instead of,
What the fuck?
Yes.
All right, we're done here.
Yes.
We're done.
it was awful pizza.
Adam Wilson, Josh, what do you love more, Little Caesars, Nia Jax, or being a huge troll?
I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll. I'm a real boy.
Nia Jax or Little Caesars, then I guess.
I do find Nia Jax more attractive than I like Little Caesars pizza, if that makes sense.
So you'd rather eat Nia Jax than Little Caesars, is what you're saying?
I would rather eat Nia Jax. If you know what I'm saying, wink.
I think we know what you're saying, yeah. All right, that's all for fan questions.
Hey guys, thanks for all the questions today. I appreciate it. They were. I think they got us to a good place.
We don't need a recap on the questions.
No, I'm thanking everyone for their feedback and their input.
So you got Nikki Cross winning, right? The Battle Royal?
I got Nikki Cross winning.
I got Ember Moon. If you guys are watching on YouTube, go ahead and leave in the comment section who you think's going to win the Battle Royal in NXT next week. And also, make sure you subscribe to our podcast on iTunes and give us a 5-star review. If you don't have an iPhone, you can listen to us on the Podbean app. You can also watch the show on YouTube, like I just said, and check out our pay-per-view video recaps at youtube.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. I made it simple now. You don't have. There's no more Shafted Cinema Pisano because that was the old name.
No more
so now
Shafted
it's,
Cinema
now you just have to.
Pisano.
Yeah, now you just have to type youtube.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Make it simple and easy for you. And you can check out our website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. You can also follow me on Twitter at Andrew Bizzano, and Josh is at Mr. Joshua. Make sure you head to prowrestlingtees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling to check out our new t-shirts, only $19.99. And you can also donate to the show to show how much you love us at patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Whew. All right. I'm exhausted. I'm going to take a nap. Good night. I hear your lips moving. What? Oh, Jesus. Not again. Not again, Josh. Don't do that again. 2 weeks in a row? Fuck.
Have to leave people with what they came for.
No one's coming after they see that.
You don't know.
I do.